Thank you.
You know what, Archie? What? Life is sad sometimes.
2 more names.
Your name is Roland Goobert.
Tell me why you're here!
For an assignment.
Who the hell do they think I am?
I'm in charge here now. The entire school is my responsibility. Don't ever forget that. The sale goes down the drain. You and the vigils go down the drain.
One more name. The kid who just left the field when they wiped out. Kid named Renault. Freshman. His mother just died. Poor kid. Must be hard.
You know what he needs?
What?
Therapy.
We can't make your life very bad. Very sad. Your mother, Jerry. She's proud of you. Put him down for the chocolates.
This is more than a sale. It is a crusade.
I'm not going to sell the chocolates.
The boys have become infected with a terrible disease difficult to cure.
I'm missing a lot of things, Jerry. I'm just asking you to take the chocolates and sell them.
We're not asking Archie. We're telling.
Why keep it coming?
Magazines remind me I sit way too long
Why will be done?
in my room.
Okay. It's not urgent to throw a chocolate bar at someone now.
Hey. That was the trailer of the movie The Chocolate War, which is based on the very first successful novel I ever wrote about a boy in high school who wouldn't sell chocolates because of his beliefs. And that may sound kind of weird, but it makes sense if you read the book. So, you should read it. And this story was inspired by my son who, as a statement of principle and with the approval of my wife and I, decided not to sell chocolates during the school's annual sale. Although nothing terrible happened to him, I was emotionally affected by what if. What if it all backfired? What if he'd been harassed, intimidated to sell chocolates? What if is the spark that starts all of my writing? I put religion in most of my stories, like in this one, the main character, and also in the story, In the Middle of the Night, the main character, Danny Colbert, is Catholic. But in that story, it's not as much of an aspect to the story as it is in The Chocolate War. I am Robert Edmund Cormier. I was born on January 7, 1925 in Leominster, Massachusetts. I am the second of 8 children, and my parents were Lucy and Joseph and Ermelin's Cormier. Me and my family and I lived in a French-Canadian town called French Hill. We weren't the richest family, so we were frequently moving because of rent, but we never left my hometown. I think this is because we had a very close-knit family and community. During my childhood life, I attended private Catholic school, St. Cecilia's parochial school, where most of the nuns gave me a terrible time. I began writing in the 1st grade, and I was praised for my poetry. In the 7th grade, after a nun read one of my poems, she told me I was a writer, and I believed her. I continued to think of myself as one. When I was in the 8th grade, I watched in horror from my classroom window as my own house caught fire and burned. My teacher refused to let me go see if my family was safe until I recited the mandatory prayers. They were fine, but this incident still enraged me for years afterward. After middle school, I attended Leominster High School and graduated at the top of my class. After that, I attended the Fitchburg College State, where I had my first short story published. My professor, Florence Conlon, sent one of my stories to The Sign, a national Catholic magazine, without my knowledge for $75. When I was 23, I married a woman named Constance Sinet. Even though I had many bad experiences at parochial schools, I let her send my children to one. I began my career in radio commercials and later became a reporter and won a few rewards for my work as one. I became widely known after I wrote The Chocolate War and I Am the Cheese, and then later, after the first death, but I never stopped writing for my local newspaper, the Fitchburg Sentinel. In 2000, I died at 75 of complications from a blood clot. But I hope I can still inspire children to be writers if it's what they really want to do. I assure you it'll be really hard at first, but after a while ideas will start flowing and all you need to do is write them down. I hope that children like you will still read my work for many years to come. And I would like to thank all of you for welcoming me to your class.